A secret world exists in the shadows of Japan's neon-lit cities, a world of power, wealth, and fear. The Yakuza, Japan's most notorious crime syndicates, aren't just gangsters. They are businessmen, investors, and power brokers. And their leaders? They live like kings. Today, we pull back the curtain on the hidden luxury of Japan's most powerful Yakuza bosses. From opulent mansions to rare supercars, prepare to enter a realm where crime and extravagance go hand in hand. To understand the luxury, we must first understand the money. The Yakuza's wealth isn't built on petty crime. It's built on a sophisticated financial empire. Their operations extend into legitimate industries, making them nearly untouchable. One of the Yakuza's most profitable businesses is construction. Through front companies, they secure contracts for major projects, skyscrapers, highways, even government buildings. The Yakuza use their influence to win these contracts, and in some cases extort developers through protection fees. One major scandal involved Yakuza-linked firms securing contracts for the construction of venues for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Investigations revealed that organized crime groups had infiltrated the bidding process, ensuring a steady flow of revenue from taxpayer-funded projects. The Yakuza have evolved. No longer just street thugs, they now operate in the financial world. Stock market manipulation, cryptocurrency investments, and offshore bank accounts allow them to move billions without detection. They launder money through high-end businesses, hotels, casinos, even art galleries, turning dirty cash into clean assets. For example, in the 1990s, the Inagawa Kai syndicate was implicated in insider trading scandals, using its influence to manipulate stock prices and generate millions. More recently, Yakuza groups have embraced cryptocurrency, making it harder for authorities to track their transactions. Gambling is another goldmine. While casinos are technically illegal in Japan, underground gambling dens thrive under Yakuza control. These operations cater to the ultra-wealthy, with millions changing hands in a single night. Hostess clubs, adult entertainment, and illicit drug distribution further pad their pockets. In 2012, a major police crackdown exposed a high-stakes gambling ring in Tokyo, where wealthy businessmen and politicians secretly placed bets under Yakuza protection. Despite authorities shutting it down, similar operations continue in the shadows. Some of the most powerful people in Japan have Yakuza ties, whether they like it or not. Through blackmail, intimidation, and strategic alliances, the Yakuza influence corporate boardrooms and political decisions. They've been known to use Sakaya tactics, where they buy shares in companies to gain leverage over executives. This allows them to dictate terms, make money, and keep their operations running. One infamous case involved the Sumiyoshi Kai syndicate using Sakaya tactics against a major corporation, Mitsubishi. In the 1990s, the Tokyo District Court sentenced a Sakaya corporate racketeer to 8 months in prison for taking about 50 million yen in illicit payoffs from 4 Mitsubishi Group companies. The money was paid as a reward for not disrupting their annual meetings. In handing down his ruling, the judge said the crime was habitual and professional and caused significant damage to the companies. The Yakuza aren't just Japan's problem. They have ties to global crime syndicates, Chinese triads, Russian mafias, even cartels in South America. They engage in human trafficking, illegal arms deals, and international money laundering. This global reach ensures that even as Japan cracks down, their financial empire remains strong. In 2012, US authorities froze assets linked to the Yamaguchi-gumi, Japan's largest Yakuza syndicate, after uncovering money laundering networks stretching from Tokyo to California. They had been funneling drug profits through American banks and using real estate investments to clean their money. So, we now know how the Yakuza make their money, but what exactly do they do with all that wealth? One thing is for sure, Yakuza bosses don't live in back alleys. They live in multi-million-dollar estates. Take, for example, a former Yamaguchi-gumi leader whose Kyoto mansion featured traditional Zen gardens, secret underground rooms, and priceless antiques. Kenichi Shinoda, the current leader of the Yamaguchi-gumi, is known for his refined tastes. His personal estate in Kobe is a fortress of modern security, with reinforced walls and high-tech surveillance systems. Inside, priceless antiques and rare artworks adorn his home, including Edo period samurai swords, traditional scrolls, and rare ceramics that have been carefully curated over decades. Others opt for high-rise luxury, like a former Sumiyoshi Kai boss who owned a penthouse in Roppongi Hills, one of Tokyo's most elite addresses. These homes are built not just for comfort, but for security. Hidden exits, surveillance systems, even bulletproof glass. These crime lords take no chances. Power is displayed in many ways. For the Yakuza, one way is through their cars. Black Lexus sedans with tinted windows are the standard ride for enforcers, but the bosses, they go bigger. Ferraris, Rolls-Royce Phantoms, Lamborghini Aventadors. Some even collect rare classics, like the Nissan Skyline GTR from the 1990s, nostalgic symbols of Japanese power. These vehicles aren't just status symbols, they're a message. I have wealth, I have power, stay out of my way. The late Yoshinori Watanabe, former head of the Yamaguchi-gumi, had a well-documented love for high-end automobiles. His collection included multiple Rolls-Royces, each armoured to withstand attacks. Some Yakuza bosses even own private jets, ensuring they can travel discreetly between Japan and international business partners. Some have even been known to purchase yachts, such as a rumoured 30-metre luxury yacht docked in the Philippines, used for private parties and high-level meetings. But luxury isn't just about possessions, it's about experience. And for the Yakuza elite, exclusivity is everything. Private members-only clubs in Ginza and Roppongi cater to them, serving the rarest whiskey and the finest Kobe beef. Their nights are spent in VIP lounges, surrounded by models and actresses, as millions of yen are spent in a single evening. For them, money is nothing. Reputation is everything. Yakuza bosses spare no expense when it comes to nightlife. A single night's tab can exceed $100,000. One infamous boss, Tadamasa Goto, was known for hosting extravagant parties where celebrities and politicians mingled under the protection of the Yakuza. His private karaoke lounges were stocked with vintage wines, imported caviar, and the latest technology, ensuring guests were entertained in the most opulent settings. When Japan isn't enough, the sky is the limit. Some Yakuza bosses have access to private jets, flying under the radar to Hong Kong, Singapore, or even Dubai for secretive business dealings. Others prefer the serenity of Japan's most exclusive retreats. For Yakuza bosses, true luxury is seclusion. Imagine a private retreat in Okinawa, where the public never enters, only those with power and influence. Or perhaps a multi-million-dollar yacht, hosting quiet meetings in international waters where no government can touch them. Others maintain secret residences overseas, ensuring they always have a safe haven. Tadamasa Goto, before his exile, was rumoured to have multiple properties in Thailand, used for both leisure and business. Some reports even suggest Yakuza-linked figures have owned estates in Monaco and Beverly Hills, quietly enjoying the wealth amassed from the shadows. But power, no matter how great, never lasts forever. Crackdowns by Japanese authorities have forced many Yakuza leaders into hiding, their assets seized, their wealth disappearing overnight. Some vanish, escaping to unknown locations with whatever remains. Others fall, betrayed by their own men, or imprisoned for life. In the end, the luxury means nothing if the empire crumbles. Tadamasa Goto was once one of the most feared and wealthy Yakuza bosses. He controlled billions, ran high-profile extortion schemes, and even had connections with law enforcement. But his downfall came in the most unexpected way, through betrayal and exile. After a scandal exposed his secret dealings with the FBI, Goto was expelled from the Yamaguchi-gumi in 2008. He had reportedly cut a deal, offering intelligence on the Yakuza in exchange for a life-saving liver transplant in the US. When word spread, his empire collapsed. His properties were seized, his power stripped away, and he was forced into exile in Thailand, where he lived in relative obscurity. A man who once dined with Japan's elite was reduced to a ghost of his former self. Kenichi Shinoda, the leader of the Yamaguchi-gumi, also faced the wrath of authorities. A Apart from the 2012 US sanctions, Japan's government has cracked down hard, introducing strict anti-Yakuza laws that made it nearly impossible for organised crime groups to operate in the open. Internal divisions within the Yamaguchi-gumi led to a major schism in 2015, splitting the most powerful syndicate into warring factions. Police pressure mounted, assets were frozen, and for the first time in decades, the Yakuza's power seemed to wane. Shinoda found himself trapped, too powerful to ignore, yet too visible to escape law enforcement's grasp. For decades, the Yakuza lived in untouchable luxury, but as the world changes, their power fades. Here's a question for you. If given the chance, would you trade a life of normalcy for a taste of this empire, knowing it could all disappear in an instant? If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden world of the Yakuza, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, stay curious.